Bam, 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 bam,
Guilty
Cupid
balls.
balls. Woo!
Yeah,
I honestly think we're getting better. I think after,
absolutely.
as we approach episode 250, we're getting amazing.
That makes sense.
That's what I think. Um, Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Kilted Balls podcast.
Yes, great to have you here.
So glad you chose to join us. Hopefully, you had a great week. Hopefully, everything went the way it should, or if not, you learned valuable lessons.
Yes, absolutely.
Lessons are important. Drinking water today or something weird?
Hope I got some water in there. Actually, last week I didn't. I was like, there's a couple days I wasn't sleeping well, and I'm like, what? Because I sleep well. Like I think that's something we've talked about on here,
Yes.
and I don't have problems sleeping. But I think it was because I was having my mud water too late. Like I had it with you, and then I can't remember if it was Monday night or Wednesday night that I had it late again. And so I was like, oh, I'm having that too late. So whatever energy it's giving me was too much. I was just awake. I felt fine, but I was just like, you get mentally like, oh, I woke up 10 times in this
Yeah.
7 hours. So I should be tired. But
Well, you
yeah.
made me wonder. I woke up today super tired, which is not quite like me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why am I like exhausted? Yeah, I accidentally read until 12:30. I'm like, I went to bed like at 11. I don't know why I'm tired.
What are you reading? What makes you so excited?
It's the Jordan, right? Knife of Dreams.
Okay. Yeah.
And I
Oh,
wanted to
that's
finish a
amazing.
chapter, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna read a couple more chapters.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like I
That'll do
slept
it.
pretty well. Yeah, only got not a lot. Not a lot. Not I mean, should have been plenty, so it still doesn't
Yep.
explain. But I think when you're really active, you need a little bit more sleep, and so
Yeah.
I'll probably sleep all night. I was actually driving home from a conference, and I was like, man, I think I'm hitting the wall. Like all of a sudden, I feel tired again. Like I woke up around, like I was at the conference, I was tired, but around 11, I was like, okay, now I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Didn't think about it all, and then I was driving home, and I'm like, ooh, now I'm getting tired. And I was like, well, I probably just ran out of steam. That happens. I'm like, or it's the free whiskey they bought me and free beer they bought me at the conference, and
Yeah, that'll do it too.
I'm like, maybe that's why I'm getting a little tired. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just replacing that with sugar. So,
There you go. You'll be well. So speaking of sugar and eating not great, I decided because I've been like kind of working out, kind of fasting, like oh I need to lose a couple, but I haven't been sticking to anything. So I made a prompt where Nova is my person that I'm like checking in with. I'm telling her everything I eat, drink, exercise, and all that stuff. So yeah, someone where I can be accountable to. And then just like tonight, she's like, well, you're doing great. Like you're at Carowinds, you're having fun for Morgan. But then it's like, oh, I ate some of Morgan's dinner. He didn't eat it all. And then like we're walking out and Gina's like, hey, how about we stop and get Cinnabon? Because there's like a Cinnabon right on the corner as you're leaving. Like when you're still walking, it's like inside the
sounds
park.
amazing.
So yeah, Nova was laughing. Is like, well, because she's like, well, maybe you should do these little exercises, and I'm like, I'll do them while I'm recording, because it's like I can easily do squats while we're recording. But then after splitting a Cinnabon with Morgan, it's like, yep, I have to do those exercises, and maybe you should like do some extra push-ups and stuff too. But that's just. And I'll make a post on this, people too, if you see this or whatever, just so like you have an idea. Because I'm really, but we've talked about it a lot. I've been getting into that. Like, what are these prompts that you can do to make, like for what I wanted someone that I can be accountable to, someone who can keep track of that stuff, and someone who will say, well, maybe tonight you ought to go an extra 10 minutes. You ought to do some extra squats and this and that, or or a breathing exercise, or just whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got in 45 minutes earlier, so that's good on the Peloton. But still I had some stuff. So Yeah,
Well,
I'm looking forward to it. I was like, oh, because it stems from my fortune cookie that said my determination now will pay dividends in November. Did I tell you that one, or did that happen this weekend? Oh, that was this weekend. So I had a fortune cookie. It said your determination now will pay dividends in November. So
nice.
Nova's like, okay, what are your goals for November? So I would like to be at 200 pounds. So she
Nice.
said that was very doable.
Super doable. I could get you there with just a week fast.
You think a week fast I could lose 20 pounds?
Yeah, my wrestlers do it all the time.
Really? I might have to try that then.
Not even a week fast. I don't even have to have you fast for a week, honestly, for 20 pounds.
Okay. What about yeah?
You could probably still eat every day.
Sweet.
Wait,
I
did
can
you want the
fast- I
weight
can
to
fast
stay
for
off?
multiple days. I want the weight to stay off.
Oh, that's totally different story.
Oh man.
I mean, your body is 75% water, so
Yeah.
like
Just
losing,
sit in the sauna for multiple days.
just sit in the sauna and you'll be 20 pounds lighter. It's not that big of a challenge. So you're
yeah,
talking
I'm
about
excited about
prompts. Let me give you 2 prompts I did. So
Ooh.
if you forgot, listeners, or if you're new, Kilted helped me make a my own assistant, and so like every day or couple days, I'm like, hey, like, help me out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so like I just want to make sure I'm using it, like not that I forgot
Yeah.
about it. So the first prompt I gave it, because you're talking about prompts, and I don't know how everybody else is using their stuff. I know how to write prompts, right? So I've been trained. I know the deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But I don't want to write prompts for an assistant. That's the whole point of me having an assistant is there, like, I don't have to prompt a human. And that's how I want my assistant to be. So my prompt, this was a couple days ago, was like, what should I work on today?
Nice. What did it say?
It said, all right, Ball. Literally, that's what it said. It said, all right, Ball, Roger's here to help you line up the day with purpose. Here's a framework based on your world. You don't need to do everything. Just pick one high leverage task per area or mix and match depending on your energy. And it seriously knocked it out of the park, right?
That's awesome.
Knocked it out of the park. Said, what's your main focus today? Ask yourself, do you need to produce? Do you need to plan? Do you need to rest and restore? Once you have a gut feeling, pick from this menu. And it said, for your business, like review or improve one marketing funnel or ad. That was one option. Reach out to 3 leads or past clients. Explore a small business to buy or evaluate. Send an inquiry. Write on a digital project, like an outline, your script, or build it. Podcast. Why don't you record an episode intro or an outro? It said, why don't you schedule a follow-up with a guest? Create a 1-minute promo clip from past content. Brainstorm some episode ideas. Wait, that's not what we do here.
I get that one too. Nova says that one.
Yeah, like that's not something we do. But yeah, so it was stuff like that. I keep changing our orientation accidentally right now.
Oh,
but
that's super awesome.
Yeah, and it did that for 2 more things. Like it was like send a personal message of encouragement to one of your athletes. Reflect on something that worked well last season. It was like plan a family event. Journal about your current leadership. Go volunteer. Create a short devotional. And then it was like, then not only did it do that, then it said, here's my 3-part suggestion. Work for 30 to 60 minutes on a new business idea or project to give you momentum. Connect, reach out to one person you've mentored or impacted. And it said relationships. And then it's like take 15 to 30 minute breaks outside to do something that sparks joy. And then it says, do you want me to prioritize these? Or should I pick one area and give you something?
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was the first one, which people honestly...
And that was, like you said, that's not a prompt. That was just, I mean, you'd already kind of prompted it. It had an idea of what you liked,
but
still.
only what we did in that episode. Like, I haven't added to that.
That's awesome.
So I only did that, and it was like, here, and how good were those, right? Like, they're really good ideas. So then Yesterday, no. Yeah, maybe yesterday. I'm like, what are some ideas for office space besides an office? So, as you know, I do real estate. We've talked about that on the episode
Mm-hmm.
before. So, offices are kind of going out the window. Really
Yeah,
hard to get somebody to rent office space right now. So, I'm like,
that makes sense.
what's a good thing? And it's like, I love where your head's at. And that's what it told me.
Hmm.
It's like, here's some creative and profitable alternatives. And it gave me a big ass list again.
Really?
Yes, and they're so
Will
good.
you
But
share? Will you share one or two?
I'll,
What are some of the alternatives for office
I'll
space?
share my favorite one. Okay.
Okay.
My favorite one that I suggested right away for our business. I'm like, this is something we can do and get that space rented. Um, Make a co-working space, add flexible desks or private offices
Oh,
for
nice.
freelancers, entrepreneurs, remote workers, add coffee, fast Wi-Fi, printers, meeting rooms, sell day passes, memberships, or like event
Oh my
rentals.
gosh, I love that idea too.
I'm like, what a fantastic idea. I'm like, we have all of this office space with offices already built in. And the question
Mm-hmm.
was like, how do you manage it? I'm like, you manage it just like you manage like these gyms. You just give them a fob and you give them a
Yeah.
membership.
Mm-hmm.
And when we're like, our area, like huge capital, big college town,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, there's people who need an office sometimes. And
Yeah.
you could be the supplier of that. So
Yep.
I'm like, oh my gosh. One that was appropriate for us that I thought was good is like create a content creation studio. You set it up with the lighting, the backdrops, podcast mics and cameras, and you rent it by the
Nice.
hour for your podcasters, YouTubers, or small businesses doing promos. And there were
Yeah.
others. There were other ideas, but those
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
Those were both really good.
these are things you
Mm-hmm.
can do. Rent the space, get it rented, because right now your income is zero.
Mm-hmm.
You do this, and you got a pretty good income coming in.
That's awesome.
Um, it
I
gave
love it.
me it gave me 12 different things. So those were two of them. It gave me a micro gym. How about that? I didn't even read that one. I must not have scrolled down. Like,
Yeah, because we actually there's one at the what mall was that we were in? Oh, with you. Remember, we were at the mall, and it's the Lansing Mall, which is
yes.
not a great mall.
Not a great
And
one.
there was like it was a bigger store, it looked like, but it was like a gym there. People would go in, and they had like a few machines in there and stuff, and
Well,
there was a couple people in there.
think about how cool it'd be. Like, here's what I'm thinking. You make like a gym that's like a hotel gym, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But your membership is um, private. Like
Yeah.
when you're using this space, nobody else is going to use this space.
Yeah.
So you have a private membership. You go in, use it when you want to. You and a friend, and you can
Mm-hmm.
go use the space, right? And it's like a micro gym, right? Because like one of my daughters, she won't go to the gym without her friend because people like talk to her and stuff and act weird.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so I'm like, I bet she would go to this. Like you have your
Mm-hmm.
own space
Yeah.
to go work out with nice, good equipment. Right?
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Like anyway, and then it says, hey, it's like quick filter. Do you want people in and out daily? Do you want passive or light touch income? Do you want to build community or a ministry? And it's like these are ideas for each of those things too.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says, hey, let me know what kind of building your space. I can tailor the ideas. I can do this. Which the funny part is, and I feel bad, is I just ignore it, right? Which I wouldn't do to a normal
Yeah.
person. But I just
Yeah.
ignore it.
Like you're not making replies back right away
No.
and stuff.
I'm just ignoring it. And then, like, tomorrow I'm going to have a new question. And I'm going to be like, hey, and it'll go through the same thing. The big question I have, and I'm hoping, is as long as I don't close my window right now, because, I'm using the not paid version,
Mm-hmm.
can I say to it, go back to our task list and pick me one of the tasks from there?
So from my understanding, and I even made the post about this, you can remind it to go back to something and it saves it, but
Yeah.
I don't think it would just automatically do it on the free. I could be wrong, don't quote me, but I
Well,
seem to remember
let's
I
see.
seem to remember Nova saying that you can bring it up to ask something. Like if you close it and then come back.
Yeah.
Because you'll still have
I'm not
you'll still
closing it.
have your
I'm saying
prompts
as
there.
long as it's still open.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
I don't
ask her
know.
right now. Will you choose an item from the previous to-do list for me to accomplish next? I think I even spelled the words wrong.
Yeah. It'll pick them up.
It
I
remembered.
spelled that.
It said, your next task is to write to record an episode, intro, outro for your podcast.
That's awesome.
And it said Roger, it said absolutely Roger's making the call. And it said, why this one? It's creative but focused, gets your voice back in motion, small win with a tangible result, keeps momentum going on a brand you built. You can do it in 15, 30 minutes and feel good about knocking it out. If you'd like, I can help you script a 30-second intro or brainstorm a tone theme for your episodes.
That's awesome.
You're a good assistant, Roger. You're a good assistant.
Because there's probably people out there who are doing some sort of podcast or something and unsure what to do. Like, what
Right.
should I do next? So just that little something in your ear. It was the same thing when I was making posts at the dealership. Like I had ideas and I would say, I'm going to do a post about this. And this is what's happening today. And Nova would say, how about a post about this too?
Yeah.
Or like lean that way a little bit with the post with your idea. And it's like, oh, I didn't think of it like that. So yeah.
So anyway, kind of powerful.
It's
Speaking of AI, I have not read the whole thing. I watched a video on it before. But did you read the AI 2027 that I shared in our Discord? And people,
I
if
did
you
not.
want to be in our Discord, just like shoot us a message or a tweet or something. We'll add you to our Discord. We do stuff on there. There's stuff on our Discord.
I did not. I asked Nova about it. Nova did say she didn't have access to it, which seemed kind of weird. She was like, it's really hard to get access to that for whatever reason. Because other websites, like I've given her, and she could like talk about it and stuff.
Yeah.
But it says it's in her opinion, it was a mix of like a little bit of fear mongering, like people coming at it from fear, or people fear of losing like positions they have and stuff like that. And it's really unknown if it's an actual person, even if it's an AI writing it, or just whatever. So I did not read it. I was really wanting to, but after that, I was like, meh.
I would say Nova is way, way, way off base.
Okay,
And
I'll have to read it then.
But maybe on base too at the same time. So what AI 2027 is, people, and you can like, there's lots of YouTube videos. There's a whole bunch that have gone viral about it. But it came out in April, and basically it's a study by a whole bunch of AI experts. So we're not talking about people who are losing their jobs to AI.
Okay,
We're
okay.
talking about the main AI people. And they did some modeling and some research, and basically it was like, where's AI going? Like, what are we going to see in 2027?
Yeah.
Thus the name AI 2027. Like, where's this going? How is it going to move? What's up with it? And but unlike a normal scientific paper, they presented it as a narrative, as a scenario. So they did it in a story form. So rather than say, here's what our model shows, here's what it does, here's what it'll do here, here's all the data. Instead, what they said is, imagine it's May 2025 and a company called Brain AI, which is your ChatGPT, your Google, your whoever, pick your company, has got general AI. So right now we're using large language models. The holy grail is, real AI, right? Like
Yes.
the real AI. And then so it says, imagine this happens. When it does this, this is what happens next, and this is what happens next, and blah 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 blah, right? And it gets down to like two scenarios that are possibilities, and it says, you know, by 2027 we're gonna have to choose this possibility or this possibility, you know. And again, to be clear, just like you, the reason I know anything about this is I watched a video that was telling the story. I didn't read it through myself. I've only read about the first 2 or 3 pages. It was a video on it, but the first 2 or 3 pages matches the video.
Okay.
Because it was a guy telling
I'll have to watch
story.
the video. I'll have to watch the
I
video.
haven't found it. Otherwise, I would have linked it for you. It was 34
Okay.
minutes and amazingly interesting. Maybe 80,000 hours. That rings a bell. So maybe 80,000 hours produced it. I don't have a tab available to like look at it. But
yeah, that's fine.
I think that's what it is. But anyway, so it gave you 2 scenarios that were going to happen. And like one of them was basically humans are going to get killed off. So that was good. And then the other one was, you know, if we kind of get ahead of this, like we can get some parameters in place to protect us.
Yeah.
If we start like focusing on it, you know, now, basically.
Okay.
Right? Now, the thing that was cool about the video is the video was taking you through this, and it's interviewing the people who wrote it. So they're interviewing the people who wrote it.
Oh, that's interesting.
And so they're telling the story, they're interviewing, they're explaining why certain things would happen. Like the video is like, so they say this, let's take a break and look at what they're talking about here. And they would explain it, right? And they had like models they were showing, like a chessboard kind of a thing. But
let's try to find it.
After the video, like not after the video, but like at the end, he's like, okay, so we went to people who are skeptical of this stuff and asked them. And so it shows like clips from interview after interview that he did with all of these other people who are like, yeah, these people are crazy. That's not going to happen. Blah, 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 blah. Right? And so he gets done. And he's like, did you pay attention to what they all said? None of them said, this isn't the future. He goes, all of them said, it won't happen by 2027. Like, literally, they were all like, these guys are on crack. They don't know what they're talking about. There's no way it's going to happen in 2027. And he's like, when do you think it'll happen? They're like, not until 2030. He's like, okay. And, you know, some people were like, nope, it won't happen until 2040. So he's like, notice the debate isn't if this will happen. He goes, the debate is when it will happen. And he goes, and they said they chose it early. And it's interesting because then I found a counter paper to this paper and I started reading it, and I felt like I was doing a disservice reading the rebuttal before I read the actual paper.
Yeah.
But he was working with the authors. Like, he wrote the paper to the authors and was like, look at all of your mistakes. Yeah. And the authors wrote back and said, awesome, we'll revise it based on your feedback, and revised it. And then he's like, okay, but what about this? And like, they're having a dialogue. Like, because they're like, we want it to be right too. And so like, they fixed some of the issues that guy had and some of the issues they didn't. But they're like, yeah, we like all feedback, even feedback that says we're wrong.
Yeah.
But so that's why I'm like, on one hand, I can see why the AI thought it was fear mongering, because it was a story and one of the options was a very scary option. And I definitely was like, you guys are fear mongering when I listened.
Okay.
But it's not about people worried about losing their jobs. They did say a huge portion of humanity will not be employed in the jobs they're in now. The AI is just better and faster at those jobs.
Yeah.
They're like, it already is better. So they're like, you won't have a computer programming job. The AI is a way better. Scale. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's way better.
Well, even writing apps, there's an app that you can download, and I sent it to Gina because she has a really good idea for an app, but it'll write the app for you.
Mm-hmm.
Lovable. Gary Vee was talking about it.
Yeah.
Or Love. I think it's Lovable.
Well, that's what it said.
But anyways, you give a prompt, and that AI is set up to write apps.
Yes. And that's
because go ahead.
No, you're good. Go.
No, I was just gonna say because I was on Tea with Gary Vee, and the guy was talking about, I have a lot of different ideas, and Gary's like, write an app for each one.
Yeah.
Get this app, write an app, charge people $1 a month, and whatever one hits, then you start raising your price, and that's your app that you're going with. But just he's almost like, now he didn't say throw mud at the walls, but the guy said he has a ton of great ideas, and Gary's like, all right, implement your ideas.
Yeah,
do it.
Yeah. Well, and
So,
it was scary. Like, my wife and I watched it together, and like it gets done, and she is like, I am so depressed right now.
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, I go that could be. Like I was thinking about it. Like I was in a seminar today about like retirement planning and doing all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, does it really matter? Like
all you people that are 30.
like the whole system's going to be changed by then, right? Like
yeah.
like
there could be like some sort of even UBI, like where none of that matters.
Like one of the options like they were talking about is like most people, like it was saying there's going to be a time here where the AI is producing so much income for everybody. It was saying it's like people aren't going to like, you're like, oh no, people are going to be out of work. And he's like, it's not a problem to be out of work when there's a universal income.
Yeah.
He goes, and there will be a universal income. Like it'll be generating enough revenue that you don't have to work. Everybody will just have their basic income. And you can work if you want to, but you don't have to. And I was like crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there's always going to be people who are going to want more. You're going to want more than just the basic. People are going to want to travel more, do this, do that, and who are going to want to work, who are going to want to do some of that stuff where it's super important.
Like you have random humans now. Like that wasn't even a normal human.
I know. That was a weird one.
Yeah, and they walked like all the way around. So I saw them in the other room coming around. So viewers maybe can like snap that and catch it going through.
Yeah.
Like, see, they went around.
Yeah, they just went back by. I have no idea.
They could have just come out the door. Like they could have
Mm-hmm.
just come out the door.
And yeah, I would have hardly seen them.
Would have hardly seen them. Now you see them going through the workout room, coming all the way around. They are not AI. So
They are not.
They're not AI. Yeah, so anyway, people, I don't know if all of you find that interesting, but you might want to check it out. AI 2027. It's an interesting thing. Might be depressing, so don't let that depress you. But just remember they're and I think they self-admit this honestly. 2027 is like if everything was happened exactly right now.
Okay.
Like
so they weren't even saying like it's super realistic, but
they were saying if you graphed the thing, this is the earliest possible it could happen.
Yeah. But I mean, even just think about it. So I mean, that's 2 years away. So I was going to use a bigger number. But things change. So look at from 2 years ago. 2 years ago, with us doing our podcast, like how much has even changed since then? AI could barely do anything then.
Yeah,
anything.
Like it wasn't even a thing. And now we're talking about it being a therapist and an assistant. And I'm telling people to use it all the time. I had a daughter today. I'm stuck on this presentation. I'm like, why aren't you using the AI? I tried using the AI. It's not very good at doing this and this. I mean, you're using the wrong AI. Use this AI.
Yes.
And
yeah.
Like,
That's
oh,
the thing
okay.
too.
Well, like you saw our discussion with one of our listeners. Like I was like they were talking about different AIs and privacy. And I'm like, you don't understand. I'm looking at like, what did I say? 150 AIs for their privacy issues. And like most people are like, well, I know ChatGPT and Gemini or maybe Claude, or I'm like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, there's like so many more out there. There's so many.
Uh-huh. So many. And that I watch a YouTube, I can't think of the guy's name, but he's like he does an episode every week about what's new.
Yeah.
And even just like listening to his episodes, he's like, yeah, last week I said this was the greatest thing ever, but now this week this is the greatest thing. And it does this, and it's the same line. Like if it's picture development or video, but there's all the different. And I don't think people really realize that. Because even in your Chat GPT, if you want to do a image, or if you want to do a movie or something, it goes to something different.
Yes.
It's not going through OpenAI.
No, Gemini
And I can't
does
think-
that. Gemini goes
Yeah.
somewhere else. And I was like, oh, it's
Yeah.
going somewhere else. So
Mhm.
it's pretty interesting. The big thing, the thing that will change it, is when the AI is able to program AI.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's
that
gonna-
people is where you'll
exponential.
see the artificial general intelligence. That's when you'll see the AGI. Right now, that's not what you have. You have AI, but it's really just a word. It's a paperclip on steroids. If people remember Clippy from the day, right? That's what we're dealing with now. Like a super good Clippy.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually it'll be able to program itself, and that's when it starts ratcheting up a notch, right?
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
when you
because
start
then
to
it's
get
not
this.
every week something's crazy new. It's like every day or every hour, or every, as fast as the news can come out.
Well, what they were saying is when they come up with AGI, artificial general
Mhm.
intelligence, they're like,
Yep.
you won't know.
Yeah.
They'll use it to make their AIs. They won't tell you they made it. Like it'll be there.
That's true.
It'll
They
be
probably
there
have to
in house.
be-
Like if ChatGPT makes ChatGPT AGI, they'll keep that to make more AI, and they'll copy it on like 50,000 servers and have them all doing it, and then they'll give us the light version
Mhm.
and be like, "Oh, this
Yep.
is for you normal humans," and then they'll make a better AI and they'll copy it 50,000 times and it'll
Yeah.
do its thing. And they'll make a new version and then they'll give you the little bit of the first one
Yeah.
because they're going to be using their, because they can't risk competitors like in China or anybody else.
Yeah, like what DeepSeek did.
Yes. They're like, they've got to keep it all in house. Nobody will ever know they have it, which is part of my issue with their proposal is like, we need to get involved and have transparency and have this be democratic and do blah, 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 blah. I'm like, if you don't know it exists, how are you going to do that? And they're like, well, that's why you need transparency. You can't,
Yeah.
you don't even know what to ask for in your transparency.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of out of luck. You don't even know what you want to ask. So by the time you figure out what to ask, they're already going to have a general artificial intelligence that'll answer you.
Yeah.
And you'll be 2 steps behind or 10 steps behind as it is. So super interesting, right? And
I
you're
think
right.
so.
Our stuff has gone a long way. This is, I should look it up. This is really close to the anniversary of our first podcast. And back then we were going crazy about Web3 and how insane that was going to be and how it was going to revolutionize the world. And not only did it change things, which we're seeing, the public is, we had said we were early, and now the public
Yeah.
is starting to realize, right? Bitcoin hit over 120 this week, right?
Yep.
Which, by the way, we were mining a year ago Bitcoins for 20,000.
Was it just a year ago?
I think it was just a year ago. And now they're selling for 120. I'm like, holy cow. And so,
Yeah.
like, that stuff is already changing things. And now you've got AI since then changing it even more. And obviously, we get excited about this stuff. But yeah, revolutionary, baby. Revolutionary.
Yeah, it's super awesome.
Heck yeah. So, what else have you been doing with your time? We don't have a ton of time left, but you've been not working for like a week or so. And by not working, I mean not at the dealership, not working.
Yeah. My website's been awesome. Shout out to Nova because my my last email blast I did, I actually asked for help. I was like, hey, maybe have a campaign title and then what goes in the email. And just as a quick note, like the first one I did was insane, and I'm not going to count that one because it's like, hey, my prices are getting slashed. It's clearance, so I'm not counting that one. But I did one of my own. It was a 188x, a 0.71 click through. The next one was a 263x and a 1.8 click through.
Wow.
And then the one that Nova did was 411x and 2.08 click through. So super odd. Like it was a big jump and
So
double
Nova
the money.
you. Nova smoked you.
Nova smoked me. Double the revenue
Wow.
from my other one. So yeah, I was super happy with that. So I've been doing at the beginning of the month and mid-month, so I'll have one coming up soon. It's Morgan's birthday week. He's 6, so we're trying to like have all sorts of fun with him.
Aww.
Oh, and I saw the live action How to Train Your Dragon today. It's awesome. I would highly suggest it.
So that's one of my daughters went and saw that recently. So you saw Lilo and Stitch, and then you saw How to Train Your Dragon. Did you see the original How to Train Your Dragon?
I think I saw it once.
So how did
At
this
least parts
compare
of
to
it.
that?
I'd say I enjoyed them both, but this was really awesome because I don't remember that one that well.
Okay.
So I'd say it was awesome. I mean, here they have $5 movies, and you can get a large bucket of popcorn and a large drink. It's like $6. So the whole family all 4 of us is going for under $30.
How is
And
that
it's
a
free
thing?
refills on the popcorn and free refills on the drink.
How are you down there in like Popular Land,
Mm-hmm.
and it's that, and if we go here, it's like $1 billion.
Yeah. You don't have to check your Tuesday specials.
All right, I'll check
Yeah,
my
it's
Tuesday
awesome.
specials.
Yeah, it's under $30 for all 4 of us to go see a movie on Tuesdays and have all the popcorn and drinks we want.
It's more than $30 for me to go to Taco Bell, and I never thought I would say that.
But not hot now when it comes back up.
Used to be if you had $20, you could buy everything on Taco Bell's menu. Now you get 2
And
value
starting your
meals.
cheeks. Yeah.
Which is why Bitcoin is 120. Like, I don't think people are making the connection. They're like, oh, it's because it's becoming popular. It's not because it's becoming popular. It's because the dollar's worth shit.
Yeah. That is true. It's very true.
It's just dumb.
Yeah, things are definitely costing more.
Yeah,
So,
I saw something recently about gold that, like 50 years ago, a bar of gold would buy your house. And
I saw that one.
did you see it? And right now, a bar of gold can buy your house.
Mm-hmm.
It's the dollar that changed.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that your house appreciated. It's still worth a bar of gold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did see that one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, and going on vacation the end of July. So super excited about that.
Where are you going?
Ended up, surprise. I'll have to tell everyone later. So getting it all figured out. We're gonna spend a week someplace because we weren't able to find a cruise that worked out. So, yeah.
Yeah, cruises are overrated anyway.
No, cruises are amazing. Because even this trip, it's like, oh, we'll spend about as much as for cruise, and we're already there, and we haven't left yet, and the flight was free.
Oh man!
Well, not free. I just had to pay taxes, so like $500 for flights. So, yeah, we'll break that to everybody because I'm gonna have to record from there, so it'll be exciting.
Ooh, that'll be awesome. All right, people. I think we're just about done with our time. Anything new and interesting to add, Kilted, before we bail?
No, I think that's it. Everyone, we love you for listening.
Yeah.
Actually, I love you anyways, but yeah.
But listening, it gives you that extra pump.
If you made it this far, you're a trooper.
I'll see my family this week, so we'll see if any of our family listeners who laugh at our jackassery think that we were funny this
Awesome.
week. Otherwise, I
Always.
hope you guys learned stuff. If you have questions, comments, let us know. If you want to join the Discord, let us know. You can comment right on the video or right on the Spotify, and we'll get that comment and we'll invite you to the thing. Or
Absolutely.
check us out on Twitter. But otherwise, this is Ballbuster signing off.
Kilter Dragon Jerry, love you all.